Daniele Scatizzi and Vladimir Tokov in the lightweight division. Vladimir Tokov, it's tough to say if he's going to have the striking advantage. He hasn't fought in quite a while. It's been a year and a half. Before that, it was 2.5 years. Before that, it was almost 3 years. Before that, it was almost 5 years. So we got a guy that's really not too active in Vladimir Tokov, only really fighting once a year. And then you got Daniele Scatizzi, who's fighting a little bit more, but still not that active. Only fighting about 1.2, 1.3 times per year. So neither guy is really the most active in terms of getting their fights in Bellator and outside of Bellator, but it's very hard to judge those type of guys, because if both guys in Vladimir and Daniele have not fought recently, but Vladimir hasn't fought in a year and 5 months. Daniele has fought a little bit earlier, about 3 months ago. Before that, it was a year and 4 months. We have a little bit more to go on for Daniele Scatizzi. We watched that last fight over a pretty solid opponent in Brian Hoy, and he looked very solid. His striking looked pretty good, not really very technical, but he's got good movement, pretty unorthodox striking, and he looked pretty good in that fight. Also looked very good in the Gavin Hughes fight, submitting him in the very first round, only losing to pretty solid guys. Jarrah Hussein Al-Salawi, who's fighting in the PFL, Charlie Leary, who's also on the card, Alfie Davis, very good striker, Marvin Vettori, title challenger for the UFC, losing a very legit guys. But I don't know, it's very tough for this type of fight, because Daniele could mix in that unorthodox striking and find a way to use that unorthodox striking to defend the punches of Vladimir and win a close decision. He could break the fight to the ground and submit Vladimir Tokov. Do I think that's going to happen? No. I am ultimately going to go Tokov to win the fight by decision. I believe he does have the better striker, more power, more speed. It's just Daniele, it only takes one takedown, and he could grab on to a submission at any time in the fight. So Daniele Scatizzi, definitely a live dog here, but I'm going to go Vladimir Tokov by decision, probably 29-28. Daniele, with this unorthodox style, with the takedowns mixed in, should be enough to win at least one of those rounds. That's why I do believe it to be a pretty close fight there in the lightweight division, but I got Vladimir Tokov by a decision.